This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
1402 Sam. We're checking out now.
Don't resist, we'll make it.
Okay.
Like just straight up ahead, there's like a light.
I see a light.
Yeah. It could be him walking up.
Yeah, it looks like it's one. Is that light coming towards us?
He's coming, yeah. Looks like it's coming this direction. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's him.
It's definitely somebody walking out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till he gets right at the gate, and then I'm gonna like.
Gotcha.
I just want to take his phone and start streaming on it.
Huh?
Just want to take his phone and start streaming on it. Bro, it would be hysterical if he was walking his dog right now. Is that him? Yeah. How's it going? I'm a cousin. Hi, man.
How's it going?
Good. Nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Yeah, man. So I just want to have a conversation. Okay.
Okay.
Can we just come over the gate just for safety reasons?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna have to hop over.
All right.
I have my key.
Need a hand, or you got it, or?
Yeah. Just don't want to fall and break my nose, you know.
Here. Oh. Okay. Here.
It's gonna break my face.
No, for real kidding. Here, it's cold out. Can we just sit in the car and talk about it? We won't go anywhere.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Brian. My name's Gordon, by the way.
It's nice to meet you, Gordon.
Nice to meet you, Brian. Yeah, let's have if you don't mind. We're not going to go anywhere or anything like that. And it's obviously voluntary to talk to me. You don't have to, but I think we probably should. I just want to clear some things up. That's all, man.
It's all for safety reasons.
Yeah. So if you don't mind.
Keeping everybody safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can just slide on in right here. Turn the lights on, folks. Any you?
No, sir.
Any?
Nope, I don't have any. No.
Awesome, awesome. Well, here you can just sit right here if you don't mind, and so you're a karate guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's hands on. I'm just kidding. What belt are you?
I'm sorry.
You can close that door. Third degree which belt?
Third degree black belt.
Red?
No.
Oh, blue.
It's from a whole different karate school.
Okay, got it.
So we don't go by blue, red, purple.
Okay, got it. Different colors.
We don't go for anything like that. No, we're the kind of karate school where we want to protect everybody, keep everybody safe. We want to make sure that no one's getting bullied,
Well, that's
made fun of.
That's awesome, man.
We just had somebody say that out of the whole world that someone would want up, and he's like,
Right.
you do not talk to people like that, because how would you talk to somebody if you can't?
Right.
No, that's not
Right.
acceptable.
No, 100%. So,
I'm a karate person, and I can sure whoop your ass for talking about people like that.
right, absolutely. So I was gonna say, how old are you now?
I 26.
Nice. That's awesome. So I just want to have a conversation about, just make sure everything's good and all that stuff. Obviously, the doors are unlocked. You can tell me to piss off at any time, leave. You know, not holding you. But so before anything, how old is?
She told me that she was 11.
Yeah. Appreciate your honesty. Cool. How'd y'all meet each other?
Well, found out that I was on an app, and I'm like trying to find people to talk to.
Yeah, of course.
Because everybody gets lonely, and
Right.
you know, and everything like that. I'm like, no, I get lonely a lot. I get sad a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get on my mind and everything like that, and I'm like, I can talk to people.
Right.
And I bump into, and I was like, hi, and hi, my name is so, and
Sure.
no, I'm not doing anything bad.
Right.
I'm not a dangerous person. I wouldn't hurt anybody.
No, if I thought that was the case, I wouldn't be here talking to you. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want to go praying around everyone, and no, I'm not that typical creeper.
Right. No, and
I'm a good guy.
Obviously you are, and that's why I'm talking to you.
And no, I would not hurt her. I have a niece, I have a nephew, I've got cousins. No, my job of my life is to live and be happy and enjoy my life. Because before I die, I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Of course. Yeah, no.
But I'm not no dangerous person. I wouldn't hurt anybody. I wouldn't try and get up. I wouldn't. No, I'm not that kind of a guy.
No, 100%. So, what's your name on Meet 24? I put my name as Brian. Okay. Well, I guess what's your username on there?
Brian. is my name on it.
Okay, I thought that I'm just fully curious. I mean, I know everybody has their things. I think it was my toes in your or something like that, or your toes my.
Well, it was just a stupid name.
Right.
I'm just being dumb.
Of course.
Being stupid.
Of course.
So I was like, it's this and that. No, I'm just being big dummy head me.
Of course.
I'm a big dork.
No, I know.
Just to jock with people.
Of course.
I'm not gonna put my name out there for a bunch of scammers to try and scam me.
Right.
I'm not doing it to be. I'm not doing it to associate anything dumb or.
No, I know. It's just a name. So what did you want to talk about?
No. How's your day going? And how's this? And
Right.
hi, Bri, and stuff like that. Like typical disrespect.
Right. No, and the conversation was very cordial. That's what it started off with for sure. But was there anything else talked about? Like that might have been a little bit boyfriendy, girlfriendy at all, or?
Not really.
No. Okay.
They're like, oh, hey, sweetie. Oh, hi, babe. Oh, hi, cutie pie.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, whatever.
Got it.
Not no boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, wife.
No, fair
husband.
enough.
No, nothing. That's gonna be like, okay, let's do a total creep.
Right. When's the last time that you hooked up with a chick?
Well, it was all before of me. I was a very lonely dude.
Yeah.
And I just get to where I just get to where I was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
And really mentally, emotionally, physically just beaten down and
Right.
everything.
Do you mind? You can totally say no. Do you mind if we just drive to Mountain Air just so we can be under the gas station lights, just so it's like a little bit lighter for everything?
Like a gas station?
Yeah, just the gas station down the road. Do you mind if we do go there?
This is my house. I mean, I've got people living in there that.
Yeah, and just so like nobody sees us, do you mind if we go that way, or do you want to stay here? It doesn't matter.
Stay here.
That's fine.
I'm not comfortable because.
Because you were right.
Uncle,
right.
He's homeless. I'm taking care of him.
Well, thanks for that, man.
And thank you. And I'm taking care of another person who doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking care of her.
Got it. No, that's very admirable,
it's
man.
Not like.
Yeah.
I'm being like, being all solicitous and.
Right. No, 100%. So how long have you think you've been lonely for?
It's been many years.
Okay.
It's been a lot of serious stuff happened in my life to where it got me so and it got me so sad to where I'm like.
What happened in your life, if I may ask?
People are up.
Yeah.
Like to his.
Do you have? Okay.
And sometimes I may or may not know if it's right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm like, I get to where I'm like, I wish people would not be so up to us, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I actually volunteer it's every 2 Saturdays. I volunteer at a place. People, we take them to places like amusement parks, give them ice cream, just kind of be that friend for them. You know what I mean? And I think it's really important people do that rather than make fun of them.
Sorry, my really racing. I get like really bad anxiety.
Of course. So I wanted to kind of ask, do you have the app Telegram?
Telegram. I do have Telegram.
Okay.
But I don't put it as my name. I put it as something totally different.
What's your name on Telegram?
It's like... At first it was like Hades or like... something like that.
Okay. What's your name on Telegram now?
It's like something about like... Lover of something or... I don't remember what it is right now, but
Sure.
I'll have to look at it.
Okay. Do you have any pets?
I have dogs.
Nice. How are you with your dogs?
They're good. They're
Man's best friend, right?
very good dogs. They're very loyal. They growl whenever they feel like something's trying to hurt me or somebody's trying to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I feel threatened, or if I feel scared, or anything like that. I get to where I'm like, I need my dogs. Like, I'm scared. People are scary. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss.
Yeah.
Please don't take offense to it.
No, I'm not.
I just get to where it's like,
Yeah. It
people scare me.
do you think your dogs understand you better than people do?
Yes and no. I think they do for a good reason.
Right. So I wanted to ask, because, especially when we're lonely out in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. I mean, not many neighbors here and all that, and people treat you like shit, Intimacy has to come from somewhere, and the heart, right? And dogs are so nice. They're so nice. They don't judge and everything. So I wanted to ask, were there any like... well, I'm just going to say there were obviously some pictures sent to of, I guess, your dogs being very intimate with you and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering, like, I guess, how did that start? And, to me, I don't judge relationships. I don't judge, seems if both animals like it, I'm with it. But I'm just wondering, like, how did it...
I'm just, like,
No, you're...
really nervous right now.
No, of course, dude. I'm not judging you or anything like
I
that.
can tell that there's a...
Yeah, but that's for safety. That's to be sure
I'm
that...
not gonna, like, get in trouble or...
Not here for that, man. It's just...
I'm not gonna get the cops called on me or...
we're not cops. Like, I'm not,
I'm not... Like...
Dude, I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't think you were a good person, okay?
Because
No,
it's like really scaring me.
No, I understand, dude. I understand.
It's like... It's scaring me. I'm sorry.
That's just for safety, okay? It's just so you can be sure we're not going to kill you or do anything stupid like that, okay? Or ask you for money or anything. But, obviously, I don't think you are going to hurt anybody. And obviously, you and your dogs have such a special bond that it's even gone to love. And I know how that is, with either a female or a pet, totally. So I'm just wondering, like, how did it kind of start with you and your dogs? Just kind of a...
I just find just extra love for them.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, it may not be okay that I get the image you see for my dogs,
That you have intimacy for your dogs?
but I do love my dogs though.
Right. So how long ago did it start being intimate with you and your dogs?
Something weird just like wired up. It was like, whoa, hello.
Well, how long ago was it?
I don't exactly remember.
Just, has it been a couple of years at least, or longer than that, or? I'm not judging, I'm just asking.
I just don't remember, to be honest.
Okay. Would it be fair to say it's been going on for at least a little bit?
I mean, I don't know the very exact precise time, but
Sure. What would be your best estimate or best ballpark number? I'm genuinely just curious about it because I think it's different ways people find love, and I think it's beautiful in a way, truly. So that's all I'm asking. When do you,
it's just, Sarah, my is really high right now because whenever I see a
I understand, but that's to actually lessen your...
no, it's to keep everybody safe.
I appreciate you knowing that, man.
I would not hurt anybody. I promise you, I would not hurt anybody. I'm a lover, I'm not a hater.
No, 100%. 100%. Me too, man. Yeah, and I think you're a lover of all things, and that's why I think...
God bless. But I'm scared. I'm sorry, but I'm scared.
Dude, I know it's definitely hard to talk about, right? But there's nobody in the world that's willing to talk about this with you except for me.
I just know that a lot of people and
that's not what we're doing.
Okay. People.
I understand. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And will do anything to make you look like the bad guy, and I'm not a bad guy.
No, I know that.
I'm
Brian.
not bad.
Brian. If I was gonna you, I wouldn't be here right now, right? I could. If it was truly that, I could have just done it online, right? You know what I'm saying? I came here to talk to you because you are a good person, because I see joy in your heart, you know? I know we've had a hard life, but obviously I just want to get this taken care of with you so we can go up from here, right? So that's why I'm just genuinely curious. It's just truly just to better understand you, man. That's it. It's not to... I'm not going
to try and impeach or...
No. I'm not going to turn this around on you and say, oh, look at you, haha. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I hope you don't... I promise you. And I hope you don't think that way of me. I hope you don't think I'm that type of person.
Because I'm kind of hiding this from my parents and my mom, and my dad's in a whole different state. But if anybody found out, I would lose my life.
Yeah, and obviously that's why we're in the car, right? So nobody can overhear us, you know what I'm saying? So I know it's hard to think logically when stuff like this happens, because, you know, a lot of emotions come over us, but... You know, I wouldn't have you in a car with the windows closed if I wanted other people to hear it, right? It wouldn't make any sense that would, you know what I'm saying?
But I just don't know if someone is trying to trick me into believing them, and then they do it, or...
Nope, not the case. Not the case. Brian, hey, I looked you in the eyes and shook your hand.
It's scary.
That means something. That means something. All I ask in return is just that, you know, help me better understand you, and, you know, just be honest. Obviously... You know, I'm not showing those pictures in your face and be like, oh, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm surely just asking you, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways that it could have been gone about, but I'm going about it in a way that is showing empathy to you.
Scaring me.
Do you want them to turn it on me instead?
I just don't like to be very much, but I know it's for a reason, but it just scares me.
I understand.
I don't want to go to jail, like...
Yeah. Brian, relax, okay?
I'm sorry, I panic. I don't mean to, but I panic.
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. So look, obviously, if the case was to just be mean to you, screw you over, I didn't have to come here and talk to you, right? Because, so there were some messages sent already, and that I could have just did something, right? But I came here to talk to you because you're 26, you're a young kid, you do the right thing, you're taking care of your family, okay? You do care about your dogs, and that's just what I want to ask you about. Just clear it up, okay? Like, I'm not screaming at you, I'm not antagonizing you, okay? I'm not about that, all right? Now, if you were somebody that I thought was going to somebody, yeah, obviously it would be different, right? I mean, as we should, right? You're a karate guy, you protect people. I mean, you understand that, right? So, I'm only just coming at you in a way where you know, it's out of empathy. You know what empathy is?
Care, love, sensitive.
Exactly. So that's why I'm just asking. That's why I'm just asking a ballpark of when the intimacy between. Actually, I don't want to say your dogs. What are their names? That's more reasonable. That's more personal.
And then I have another one named Bella.
Okay, Willow and Bella. Okay.
And then my uncle's dog, who I'm also taking care of. Her name is Sasha.
Okay. So out of which of those dogs have been intimate with you? Has it been all three or just two of them? Because I saw two, but has it been all three or which ones?
Because I'm like, I love that beautiful girl. Like, that's my baby. Like, I saved her.
Aww.
It's No, it's like the eternal love to where I saved her from her sister. Her sister tried to kill her.
Oh, jeez. What kind of dog is Willow?
She's part pit bull.
Okay.
What's the other part?
Huh?
You said it's part pit bull. What's the other part?
I don't know what the other
So is like
is.
mixed, like half
Yeah,
pit bull and
she's
probably
mixed, right?
yeah.
She's mixed.
And
Okay.
and half that's pit bull.
Half breed. Wow.
But she's not mean. She's not a mauler. Her sister was a mauler. She tried to hurt me too.
Got it. So
But yeah, I'm not a bad guy.
no, not at all. So I guess the love was just so strong between the two that it just went past.
There's something weird with like maybe I love you more than that. Like
Hey,
I'm not trying to be wrong or
hey, she-
or creepy or
hey.
I'm like maybe I love you just a little bit more than I love myself.
Dude, if you save somebody from death and they're your best friend, that's bound to happen. You know, I mean, it could be. I mean, that's bound to happen, man. I mean, shit. If you saved a chick from death, I mean, she'd appreciate you for the rest of her life. She appreciates you, man. So, what I'm curious about, like, and obviously, I think I know the answer, but I'm just asking you to just confirm. What is there anything like what happens with you and Willow? Like, does she just like? I've seen where she's like kind of licking, and I hate to use this word, but just kind of there and your and all that stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I know I shouldn't,
Got it.
but it happens.
So, is there anything else that's happened between, like, I guess name all the things that you and express love, like, name all the things that you and Willow have done to express love to each other, like,
Cuddling, loving, feeding her.
okay.
Obviously not beating and slapping and no
Right, so that's what I wanted to ask, like,
no, not anything like, oh, do like
right,
more like I love you, like
Right.
you're my baby.
right,
Like,
that's what I wanted to ask. So, kind of explain the context of licking your,
it's kind of like, because maybe it's like she needs to check me if I'm well or sick or not. Because dogs do that.
of course. So,
And sometimes dogs might want to kind of give a little tongue
hey, it is what it
or
is.
check you out to make sure that is my owner sick? Is my owner suffering? Does my owner have cancer
Right.
or but then I didn't know that a lot of other people think that you're just a sick pig.
They do. They well, most of society's actually, most of them are mean and dumb. So there's that, right? It doesn't really matter what they think.
That you're just a sick pig that likes to be pleasured by whatever. Who knows what?
So and of course, dogs like to pleasure their owners too. Oh, it happens at home. Okay. Well, so where are all the places like in this area that she has licked you? Like obviously but like where else?
Yes, but really not it.
Okay. Does she lick your as well, or is it just your? Or?
It's
Okay.
that,
Okay.
but I don't tell anybody.
That's not what I'm
But
here
then
for.
it makes me feel guilty. And I'm like, why the am I even doing this?
You feel it. So you feel like a sense of guilt after
Like,
it happens.
I feel like, right? Come on, like you're. What the honest is wrong with me?
Right. So is it before or after you finish that you feel guilt with that?
This like after, I'm like, what in the honest is wrong with me? Like,
Okay. So do you finish like when you finish with? Where do you finish at? Like where does go?
just kind of looks it up.
She looks it up. Okay. Got it. So do you do it in her mouth, or do you do it in a place like on the floor somewhere where she just licks it up, or?
Just sometimes it's in a napkin, sometimes it's wherever, and it's like when I look it up, like
Okay.
she looks at me like, "Come on, like, can I just look it up and clean you up?" Like,
Right. Okay, so she kind of wants it in a way.
I mean, I'm not doing it to be or a creeper or
No, it's a bond. It's a bond. I understand that. If I thought you were a creeper, I wouldn't be here talking to you, right? I don't want to talk to pervs or creepers.
you would have already called me one of the most baddest names in the book right now.
Right, but obviously I'm not like the rest of society, right? I'm somebody I can look for things for what it is.
Bitch.
Right.
You'd probably be right now.
Well, I promise you, I'm not kidding you, but like, you know, I hope you know that. Like, you don't. I mean, I hope you don't feel like I'm going to do that, right?
No.
Okay.
I got scared because I was like, oh shit, a van. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope it's not like a van full of like,
Masked men with baseball bats and shit.
or I hope it's not a van filled with the posse. Or
No.
gangbangers. Or,
Nope, not that. I mean, do you think that were threats at all to you, like physically, like?
No, just
Okay.
kind of set me off because I'm like, I swear if they try and impeach me, I'm like,
Okay. And are you telling us anything because you're just scared, so you're just saying it anyway, or are you just kind of like cool with just talking to me?
I mean, I can talk to you because right now I can kind of get to know you.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time opening up to different people I don't even know.
Right.
And
Same. It's hard
meeting
sometimes.
up from different things
Mm-hmm.
is like my instincts are like, what if it's somebody else? What if it's just a bunch of thugs trying to kill me? Or what if it's the FBI just waiting at my door
Right.
put me in handcuffs? Or no, I just get to where I just get scared.
Yeah.
And it's my instinct. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But
No, that's completely normal instinct. That
But-
shows you have a conscience.
again, I'm not a dangerous guy.
Nope, don't think you are. I think if you were dangerous, I wouldn't be here talking to you, and I definitely would probably have a gun on me if I thought you were dangerous. But you know, I have nothing in my pockets, and I'm just having a conversation with you. So on Telegram, what's kind of with that? Like, what are some things that we've seen on there?
Oh, there's so much. There's furries. Have you heard of furries?
Yep.
There's people doing stuff with dogs. There's so much that it's like an open book of everything.
How would you describe some of the stuff you've seen on Telegram?
Like, people. No, there's like things where people are being handcuffed and getting because they're like, oh, I like that, like, no,
Okay.
and stuff like that, or
What would you say that
or
do? What would you say the age ranges that they post on Telegram are, like that you've seen?
well, I've seen like people sending like and stuff like that.
Oh,
And I'm
really?
like, you sick son of a... Report profile, report the page, block all eaters, and don't ever show me that again.
Is local law right now? Local law right now? Oh.
What?
Wait, what?
What was local what?
No, it was something about phone service, like local connection or something like that. But so they posted stuff on there.
Like, they post everything, and somebody was like, hey, check this stuff out. Sure enough, I get a picture of people being like all about like and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm reporting you.
How what do you mean being all like what about you? Like what was the picture?
Creepy. Like creepy ways. Like creepy.
So what was the picture of? Like what was happening? And I'm not sure I'm following.
Just bad stuff done. But I was, oh god, like.
Oh, so it was like it was like a picture or video?
Like pictures.
Well, it was
like,
bad stuff done being
like,
bad stuff being done to kids in the pictures.
Like no stuff that to animals to teenagers, and so I was, you know what? I'm reporting you.
Okay, well I appreciate that.
You sick ass. I said it. I was. You are one sick. Go to jail, and reported profile, blocked all their profiles, reported the whole page, and said goodbye. Don't ever seem like me again.
How many photos of that stuff did that guy send you of kids?
Well, it was just that one. It was like this one solid picture.
Okay.
And then they tried to recopy it. But I just said delete the whole page. Goodbye.
How long? How was was the kid a boy or a girl in it?
It was. I don't remember, but it looked pretty damn.
Like how old, if you had to guess?
In like 13.
13.
In that area.
Okay.
And I said good and bye.
So what was happening to the 13-year-old?
Her getting hurt, like
Her. So it was a video then?
like no, it was a picture, but you can see the person on them and stuff like that.
So what was the 13-year-old wearing?
I don't know.
Okay, was she naked?
No, wasn't. But in her bra and just in underwear.
Okay.
But you can see handprints and you never know mean pulls.
Right.
And that to me is disrespectful. You do not hurt a woman like that, and especially a girl.
Right.
Girl like that.
So
you do not.
Right.
You do not do anything. You don't inappropriate.
Right.
You respect them or else your ass.
No, 100%. So how old was the looking kid that someone sent you on Telegram or someone posted?
That I told you.
Okay. Because I read a chat in there that said like they were posting like 8 to 11-year-olds and all that stuff on Telegram.
That was from a whole different chat from Telegram.
Oh, that was another guy that sent that to you?
I went off on them.
Okay.
And I said, I hope you know that I'm a 3rd degree belt and I can sure kick your ass and so you ever send it to me again, I'm reporting your profile to the police, you sick bastard.
So what do they send of like 8 to 11-year-olds? Like what was going on in that?
Just no. They were. I don't even effing know.
Well, let me ask you this: were they videos, pictures, or both?
It's pictures.
Okay, you sure?
Yes,
Okay.
I was sure.
Okay. So what percentage of those pictures do you think were of 8 to 11-year-olds?
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know if they're copyrighted or pirated.
No, I'm saying what percentage? So like, were most of them or not, or was it a combination, or what?
Well, not just like just in bra and panties.
Well, Brian, I really want to know how many of them were, because we want to try to track those photos down and who they came from. Okay, so I know nobody on Telegram has a limit.
I deleted the chats. I don't know.
No, I understand that. We can still backtrack it. So the only reason I'm asking is because we can detect when a photo is kind of sent on Telegram. So we know they sent some photos to you, so I'm just more curious how many it was and all that stuff.
Well, I blocked the account, but I can't get back into my Telegram.
Oh, no. I know you're doing the right thing. Don't get me wrong. This is about what they're doing, okay? Because you're a good dude. And that's somebody who I want you to help me go get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious, how many photos do you think that guy sent you?
I don't even know what the fuck you're saying. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss so much.
You're good.
Bad pirate mouth.
If you had to guess, just your best estimate.
I don't know, probably like one or two.
One or two photos.
But I'll have to, once everything's all set and go, I can get back later and I can try and open up different accounts. And I swear to God, if I see it, I'm gonna report them and
Okay.
everything.
What do the photos he sent you look like? Like, what do they look like to you?
I don't know. It's
Well, were they boys, girls, both, or
girls,
girls? Okay.
sadly.
How old did the girls look that were?
I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. I have a hard time remembering.
No problem.
Okay, it's all part of my special needs,
Okay.
but it's I don't exactly remember.
Okay. Well, just give me like
Because really, after all that happened, I haven't used my Telegram ever.
well, let me ask how old do you think they were? I'm not saying it said their age on their forehead, but what did it look like they were to you?
They looked like it was 15, 14.
Okay. Got it. Has anybody sent you a video of, like, say, a baby or a toddler on Telegram?
At all, no.
Okay. Got it. So, with where were y'all supposed to go? Where were y'all supposed to go today?
Well, it was kind of like a meet, like, hi, like, you wanna, like, meet me, like, in person.
Yeah, of course.
Before anything else, you know, this casual, like, hi, like, you wanna meet me up, like, you'll meet me at my gate so I can meet you.
Okay.
Like,
So we're
and like, oh, I'm gonna carry you away somewhere else so no one can see.
well. What were y'all supposed to do in person today?
Just kind of get to know each other in person before
Okay.
anything else. And I know I'm way older.
Yeah, that's okay. Everybody,
And
people express love in different
I'm
ways.
not Mr. Solicitous, so
No, I
was the guy. Like,
no, I know you're not that. I know she wasn't going to be. But was there anything talked about, like maybe stuff y'all do together or anything like that? Just be honest. I'm just asking.
I mean, like, and how, like, hugging, like
Hugging.
give me a hug, like,
Okay.
or on how I'd hug you, like,
Okay. Brian, was there?
handshake. Or,
Of course. Was there anything else talked about?
Nothing like mean or abusive.
Oh
or
no,
anything.
that I know. But was there anything else talked about?
A little bit,
Okay. Well, what was that?
like, it's kind of like, I'm sorry,
You're good.
in my throat.
No problem.
Started, how old are you, and stuff like that. I wanted to ask on how old.
Right, but I'm saying, was there anything else talked about what y'all were supposed to do today, or?
Just, it was kind of like, no, you want to come over and hang out,
Okay.
and it was like, hey, you want to see a picture of me? And
No, I know, but
and I showed a face pic, and
okay. Well, was there any like intimate stuff talked about that y'all would do today besides hugging?
yes,
Okay. What was it?
like at first it was about the Willow thing, and she wanted to know about, what did he do with the dog, and
Right. But I'm
I
saying,
showed, and then it was like, what would we do if we hung out?
right.
And then I was like, well, maybe we could do something.
Okay, so what was that something y'all discussed doing?
It was like, whenever you said about the toe in the butt. And
Okay. So I'm curious because there were some times where you were like, are you going to have a dirty toe or a clean toe? And you talked about her putting in your, like, was that going to be something you were going to force onto her, or was that going to be up to her to do?
up to her.
Okay.
Not being like, oh, do it, or else I'm gonna hurt you. Like,
Okay, so it would have just been, I know it might be a weird thing to say, but it would have been like if she wants to, consensually putting her toe in your.
yeah, like,
Okay.
consensually, not like, oh, do it.
Yeah, of course.
Or not like, oh, like, I'm gonna hurt you if you don't do it, or no, nothing like,
Right.
or anything like that. It's, no, if you wanted to, then you can, or not be like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, no, I'm not a forceful guy.
Right. No, 100%. And was there anything talked about that she would do with the dogs at all, or?
No.
No. Okay. So anything like talked about, or
No.
no, just would have been like hugging and toes in your.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So where does that pleasure derive from? Like how did the thing start? I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
No, I was like, kind of fun talking about, like,
Just kind of happens, right?
no, we all gotta, no, kind of know your own kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not no sick pig. Everybody has a.
Okay. So I guess
So fuck that.
what's the whole thing with wanting an 11-year-old to put her toes in your?
Well, at first, I was like, oh shit, you're 11.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, oh crap, like, I did know.
Right.
And then it carried on.
Got it. And
Nothing like not being all Mr.
right. And how did it get to a point where you wanted your dog to lick your?
I just was curious. I wonder how it would feel.
Okay. Does it like pleasure you when that happens? Like does it?
A little bit. That kind of feels kind of good.
Okay.
But I know I have to give it up.
No,
It's not okay.
and I appreciate that, man.
And I don't want any of you to think I'm a terrible person, or I'm Mr. or I'm Mr. Dalesell, or
No, we definitely don't think that, and
I don't want to be put in jail.
I'm sure the ex people wouldn't think that either. And
Ex people.
oh, like my ex.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I don't want to be put in jail. I'm scared, but I know that you wouldn't.
No.
Probably
no,
I don't.
not here for that. So how's your relationship like with your cousins and nieces? Do they live here, or where do they live?
Well, my niece and my nephew live with my brother and my sister-in-law.
Here?
And, Bolan.
Okay. Okay.
And no, I'm not Mr. Creepy Uncle or
No,
I'm an
no.
awesome uncle.
No, I know that.
No, I'd never hurt them. I'd never do anything with them. And no, I'd never. No, be all, oh, do it or else I'll hurt you. Or
How are you the cool uncle? Like, do you...
spoil, goof around, getting on my hands and knees and rustling around like a big old bad bear. No, you're my niece and nephew. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, of course.
Or no, anything that's like, ooh, like
So-
whatever. I'm gonna hurt you.
So you're very protective of them. That's awesome, man.
As a matter of fact, Emmy I would also protect and not hurt
No,
anybody.
absolutely. So, what were your niece and nephew's names again?
I call her. Her name's.
With- Okay. And how old is she now?
She's 6. She's gonna be 7 in September, and then my nephew is gonna be. He just turned 3,
Okay.
but they're good kids.
Oh, 100%.
They're awesome.
What's the nephew's name? Nice name.
But don't go telling anybody I said that. 'Cause
No, of course
I don't
not.
want anybody, none, because I will.
No, 100%. So, which ones do you wrestle with? Is it both of them, or?
I wrestle with both of them.
That's
They
sweet.
both beat me up,
Oh, okay.
but I don't hurt them. I don't beat them up. I let them beat me up.
Oh, of course. How long have you been wrestling with Aurora for?
Sorry, I keep looking my back because sometimes we have neighbors.
Neighbors,
coming down
I got you.
upstairs. I'm like, I don't want them knowing.
Oh yeah, no, they're not gonna
Because
know.
they're gonna come over here and it's like, well, young man, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no. Well, they're not. That's why the windows are closed, right? But how long have you and Aurora wrestled for? Like, when did that start happening?
Sometimes it's when she wants, kind of a thing like, hey, uncle, get down on your hands and knees. It's time to wrestle.
Oh, okay.
Or no, it's not like, okay, now I can take you somewhere else. But
Right.
it's nothing like that at all. Like, I promise you, like nothing shady.
No, 100%. Has she ever like misbehaved in front of you or anything?
Sometimes,
How so?
like, just gets to where it's, uncle is supposed to pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, don't talk to me like that. No, you gotta be nice to people. You can't be mean. Like,
Of course.
no, but it's not like I'm yelling and screaming and
No,
big bad and scary.
100%. So when do you get a chance to hang out with her?
Whenever I see her, it's usually either watching over, or
So
if my
babysitting.
brother's busy, or if my sister was busy, or something like that.
That's awesome, man. You're a great relative to them.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
No, it's where, and I'm very protective. It's you, my niece and nephew. I'm gonna break your face.
Oh, 100%. Have there been times where probably, I mean, she's, kids are curious or they just do whatever the hell they want to do. Have there been times where you had to like get her off of you because she was like, or anything like that, or?
Not
No.
sorry, what did you ask?
Like, have there been times where, like, would it be crazy to say that there's been times where maybe where you have to like kind of get her off of you and like, whoa, you can't be there or stuff like that? Because I know with when I was babysitting my cousin when she was you know, sometimes they just grab places and you're like, I can't do that, you know.
Well, once I tripped, and I was trying to get back up. I kept falling and reach up and grab my cheek. I'm like, no, like you cannot the butt right upside my.
Got it. How many times did you?
I was like, no, like you can't. Like that's not a very appropriate place to do right now. Like.
Right, fair enough. So you were just you kept tripping, and she just trying to get up, or?
And I tripped and fell like that.
Uh huh.
And she went like that and grabbed my. And I was like, whoa, like, no, butt, please. That's not a good spot to right now.
How long did she did she like squeeze it, or?
No, it was like trying to hold me up, but she.
Okay.
But it wasn't like oh, like
Got it.
grabbing your.
Right.
Like, it's like, dude, don't fall, uncle, then touch my butt.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, like you can't touch my butt.
Of course. No, and you seem very protective of her and all that, which is awesome, man. Not everybody gets to grow up with relatives like that.
She's my favorite niece, and I'm her favorite uncle. And
Awesome.
she said, if anything ever happened to you, I would still love you.
That's beautiful.
But it's not like I'm in love with her.
No, I obviously.
That's my niece. Like, I can't be in love with my own niece. That's not
right.
cool.
How often does she sit on your lap?
She'll sit on my lap a lot, most of the time. It's to where she'll be like, Uncle, I'm cold. Like, let me sit on your lap.
Of course.
On your lap, and I'll put my jacket around and I'll go like that. But it's not like I'm like being all.
Okay. And I'm only asking this because, you know, obviously we don't want anything to be taken out of context here, but have there been times where she might have sat a little bit too centered on your lap to where it accidentally brushes your where you're like, oh, can't be sitting there or anything like that?
Not really.
Brian, I'm just asking. Like,
she's never done that to me.
Okay.
Where she's never gotten to where she's sitting on my lap and all of a sudden
Right.
I feel something. No,
well, I'm not saying you felt.
She's always aware that she sits like up on my like high knee or
Okay.
my thigh or something that's not in my triangle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I'm not saying that anything like that's intentional or anything like that, but I'm asking because obviously you don't want anything to be taken out of context here if it's the case. But have there been times where she's accidentally sat there, or maybe she slips or something, and you have to get her off?
I've been like, it's not the right spot. Like you gotta.
Okay.
Like you gotta kind of move because that's my.
So tell me about that situation. What happened with that?
I was sitting down, and I usually sit like this.
Okay.
So that whenever she sits up here and not here.
Okay.
I was sitting like this, and then she sat right there.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, okay, you gotta get up real quick. Then I can put my knee there. Then you can sit on my knee.
Okay.
Not on my leg, cause man triangle.
Right. So
this is be responsible, cause I'm like, no, that's
right. So you had to get her. So she sat on your. She sat on your. And you got her off there.
I was like, okay, you gotta kind of get off.
Okay. How long was she sitting there on your until you realized like you had to get her off?
Just like a quick minute, and I was like, no, that's not the right spot. Like,
okay.
You kind of have to kind of get off of Uncle's way so he can fix his position. Because I'm like, that's not. But it didn't make me feel comfortable because it could make me look like I'm doing something.
We're 100%. Was this like when you were like what were y'all doing at the time? Like what was your kind of like what was kind of the situation that y'all were together for?
I was spending time with her because she was having a sad day.
Okay.
So I wanted to cheer her up because I'm not gonna see my niece cry. Like,
So where was her dad or whatever?
he was at work.
Oh, okay. So you're like babysitting?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. I wasn't doing anything bad that I wasn't supposed to be.
No, 100%. You know, kids build a bond with men who guide and protect them and stuff. So something can always happen, or maybe where she gets a little bit too close, and that's okay. Just kind of getting the context of it. Have there been times where she's tried to put your hand on her to where you've had to remove your hand?
She's never done that to me at all.
She's never done that to you.
She's like it's either up here, like I'm slipping, uncle, like it's, but not like.
Okay, well, no, I was asking if
It's not like she's like moving my hand to do something. It's like, or it's like that, like
Okay.
more like hug me. Like it's like up here, and it's not like.
Right. How often do you spend time with her?
I spend time with her a lot. I
Okay.
spend time with my niece a lot.
Okay.
She is like my favorite niece.
Oh,
She's
of course.
my awesome niece,
Right.
and I'm her favorite uncle.
Got it. So here's kind of what I think. Would it be crazy to say that since you're very protective of her, and since that there has been such a good bond built between the two of you, would it be crazy to say that it's kind of turned into something similar to like it has with to where y'all just love each other so much? And I'm not saying you're in love with her, but we all are just so protective of each other that maybe it's gone a little bit farther than what society would deem as average or normal.
I've never had that thought, to
Okay.
be honest, with especially my niece.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you have. I'm not saying that you've had that thought.
Ever had.
But no, I'm not right. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you think about that. I'm just saying, has it just kind of happened out of the blue randomly? Because that can absolutely happen sometimes.
That happens to a lot of people, but no, I've never had a spare minute where I'm like, I'm in love with my niece.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that you've had a minute where you're in love with her. I'm just saying, has there been just something spontaneous that's happened where, you know, y'all just have such a good bond that something that might be outside the norm to some people happens, where like she's on your lap for maybe a longer time, or maybe a hand just goes kind of wandering, like on her thigh, maybe anything like that, because, you know, we don't want stuff to get taken out of context. You know, like obviously stuff has happened, and we just wanted to kind of be, you know, I'm not coming to my own conclusion on it. That's what I'm just asking you, right? So has there been any spontaneous moments like that where you just feel so connected with her and she feels so connected with you? Like a hand goes on her thigh or her hand goes on your... No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nothing at all like that. And I'm being honest, but I've never had anything like where I'm like, where she's like, no, nothing like that.
Okay. How many pictures of her are on your phone?
I've got some, but it's not like bad.
Okay.
It's like smiling, taking pictures and stuff like that.
Okay. So, and I'm just asking you, man to man, because I care about you, and obviously we can get it taken care of if this is the case. But how many of those pictures of her do you think, if somebody completely independent were to look at it, would maybe say, oh, those might be a little bit raunchy or a little bit inappropriate, maybe you shouldn't have those?
I mean, some people could look at it and go, "Why is he doing that for?"
What would
But
they?
to me, it's not raunchy because that's my niece.
No,
that's just a way of like I'm hugging or cuddling.
Of course. No, that's what I'm.
Of course, a kiss in the head, because it's like, you're in my protection. I'm gonna protect my niece my whole life until I die.
So you have pictures of you kissing her head and stuff like that?
Well, I had one to where it was like a kiss in the head.
Okay. How'd you take that photo?
But not like bad though. Like I was like holding her like that, and I just kind of give her a peck in the head and took a picture.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
not like cheeks, lips, or her, or no, nothing.
Okay. No, I understand that. And how many times have you been around her?
Never. I don't get near her. I don't get aroused by her.
Okay.
And I'm not like, ooh, like,
Right.
I don't feel that way. That's my niece.
Has she tried to you before?
No.
Okay.
We're very strict around her.
Okay, I understand.
You don't talk about anything inappropriate. And if you do, I'm going to discipline you.
Okay.
Or you talk about something inappropriate, I'm going to talk to Dad about it.
Okay.
You don't me anywhere that I'm not supposed to be.
She told you that?
I told her that.
Okay.
To be protective uncle.
Okay.
I said.
So you told her not to be anywhere that you're not supposed to be?
No. Very adultly, I said, I am your uncle. You don't do anything inappropriate. You don't say anything inappropriate. You don't me anywhere I'm not supposed to be.
Right. Well, that to me sounds like she's tried to get inappropriate with you before and you had to discipline her, which is the right thing to do, obviously. But
No, she hasn't. I made her promise. And my brother, and he's very strict on her too.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk about it.
Okay.
And he goes, what would you do if Aurora ever tried to do something? And I say, no, you're my niece. No, I'm not gonna let you.
Okay, so he's talked to you about that before?
Yeah. I know that's not cool.
Okay.
No, I've never.
Brian, I'm never going to use the word that you're a person, or I'm never going to assert that you're a person or anything like that. But some of the stuff is kind of sounding like there's something that you want to say, but you're not sure if you should say it because, you don't know how I'm going to judge you for it. And obviously, I hope you know that I'm not going to judge you at this point. But here's the thing: you're a lonely person. That happens when you live in Mountain Air, New Mexico. It's 100 people here. I get it.
People falling asleep on me, never spending time with me.
Right.
I get sad.
Right. You get sad. Okay. So sometimes the pool of intimacy is very, very small. That's why we have to kind of branch out to and. All right.
But I don't do anything inappropriate with her though.
Okay. It sounds like there's something that.
I'm serious. I don't do anything inappropriate with her though.
Okay. Brian, do you think there's something that could have happened where you might not think it's inappropriate, but someone else might think it's inappropriate with her? Like maybe you think of it as intimacy, which I would agree with you, but maybe somebody else might think of it as like, why would he do this to her or anything like that?
It's not intimacy. That's just expressing uncle's love.
100%. But do you think do you think that's
a lot of people misunderstand?
100%.
And they're like, what's that hairy guy doing over there? Like,
right. So
I'm a hairy dude.
I
look
know.
like a freaking ape.
I know. It's okay. Fucking me too.
And a lot of people could be like, what's that Neanderthal-looking dude over there smooching his niece for?
So what do you mean smooching?
No, like, I'm just making an example. If I'm cuddling or and if she goes to goodnight, I give her a kiss on her forehead and tell her I love her.
Okay. Do you ever sleep with her in bed to kind of ease her nightmares or anything like that?
No.
Or no? Okay.
We made a rule that whenever we're sleeping, you don't go in the same bed as uncle or as dad, my brother, dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Right.
He's their dad.
Right.
They can. Me, I'm an uncle. I can't.
Has anybody ever falsely accused you of doing anything like this before in person? Like said, oh, Brian did this to my kid or anything like that? Any false accusations?
I've been false accused of being the P word whenever I wasn't.
Okay. What was that about?
It was me and somebody were playing around. Oh, there's a scary monster. Let's go in the cabin to go hide away from the scary monster.
Who was you and somebody else?
And it was
Okay. How long ago was this?
It was a long time ago. I was like 18.
Okay, how old was she?
Like, I'm trying to remember. It was a long time ago.
How old did you think she was, or about how old?
Like 12.
Okay, so what, you'll go in the cabin
And I was a scary monster. Let's go ahead in the cabin to go hide away from this scary monster.
Uh-huh.
And someone comes in, walks in, get out, walking thing, and accused me of doing something bad whenever I wasn't at all.
What was the bad thing they accused you of doing?
Her inappropriate.
Okay. And who's...
My sister-in-law's niece.
Okay. So...
I proved it wrong. I proved it wrong to them that I am not that. I did not do it.
Right.
And I'm not.
Right. Brian.
I wasn't like, ooh.
No, so is her name? Okay. So Brian, that's a thing. We've talked to her before coming here. All right. And I appreciate you being honest about it, because you didn't have to tell me that.
And I was falsely accused, and I was...
Well, hold on with that. I think they did falsely accuse you in a way where, you know, they just say that you came on to her, that you gave her no choice in the matter. That I don't believe, okay? Because we talked about that. I think... Yeah, we did our research before coming here. And, you know, just to make sure everything's clear, you know what I'm saying? So, Brian, here's the thing. I kind of want to revisit what happened in that cabin, because it's kind of similar to, if someone caught you with you, they would tell you that you're the P word and that, you know, you're inappropriately, right? They wouldn't understand the context of it. And obviously the context is you would decide if that's going to be the case. You decide if she wants to do it. You following what I'm saying? So I want to revisit with, obviously when you have people screaming at you, you know, who are you to tell them shit? You don't owe them an explanation for anything because they don't understand. All right, but I understand, and we know that you didn't come on to her, just force yourself onto her, but we also know nothing. We also know nothing didn't happen either. It's probably something in between. So I'm going to ask you this, and I expect full honesty, because I've been honest with you, and I expect the same courtesy back, dude. I look at you as a friend. I truly do, okay? And
as long as I'm not getting my life put in jeopardy. Dude,
I like you, okay? So think about that, all right? So look, I'm going to ask you this, and I expect full honesty, okay? Because I expect your story to match with what you told me, all right? Because if it's two conflicting stories, then that's kind of an issue, right? Because that means that somebody's telling the truth and somebody's not. But if it's the same story, that means both are telling the truth, and we're good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to ask you this: Did come on to you first, kind of like Emmy did, where she was interested in kind of that curious, like Emmy is, because they're about the same age, and at that age, I know you get curious. Was like, oh man, yeah, you can just try this, try that. Was that the case, rather than you forcing yourself onto her?
well, so I'll tell you what, she was kind of like, no, I kind of like you. I have kind of a crush on you.
Right.
Now let's play.
Right.
And how it started was, we're playing tag. Right. We're doing this, we're doing that, and all this, and etc., and vice versa going on. And it was, a scary monster.
Right.
And I was like, oh look, there's a copper. There's a perfect chance to get away from the monster. Let's go in the copper.
Right.
And then it's like, no, we had sat down. Because we're hiding from this monster. It's a big and scary monster.
Okay.
And I'm sitting down with her.
Right.
And someone comes in and asks us to come out. And then that's how the false accused happened.
Well, no. I'm asking, did start you or kind of grabbing you in a way, because you all weren't just sitting there. Somebody came in. Again, I talked to you, man. So I'm not. Again, I'm
She didn't me.
okay. Well, I'm not saying you force yourself onto her. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm asking, was it consensual, where y'all both kind of wanted to maybe just get a little bit intimate with each other because she had a crush on you? I understand how that is, especially with girls around that age. All right, I got a cousin that age. I know how they are. So, Brian, I'm just asking you to be honest, okay? Because two different stories.
It was not forceful. I wasn't like, oh, dude,
Okay.
I'm gonna hurt you, pull your hair.
Oh, 100%. I know that. I would never accuse you of that.
It was more like, no. Kind of like, hey, well, like, kind of a thing, like more like casual, consensual,
Right.
and not like I'm gonna pull your hair if you don't.
So what did she end up doing with you?
It was just like sitting. She sat with me and she kind of put her hand on my knee.
Okay, then what happened?
But I was no.
Brian, there's no point of just not telling me the truth.
I am being
Brian,
honest.
we're past that point of like, it was just a hand on the knee. I mean, come on, like, what's the point? What happened, man?
Well, it was, my pants are baggy
Okay.
and it kind of sagged a little bit, and she was like, "You kind of have a cute butt,"
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But then it wasn't like she wasn't trying to or
Brian,
at my butt.
Brian, I recommend you. I recommend you probably should just tell me everything that happened in there, because I don't want to write you off to somebody that I don't hear the truth from, because you've been very honest about everything else. All right, so
I'm being honest with you.
okay.
I'm being very honest with you.
Okay, but Brian, we know when we're with a chick alone, that's not all that happens. Okay, forget her age, forget that she's your cousin or niece or whatever. We know that's not what happens when you're alone with a chick. Come on. You think I haven't done the thing of like, oh, there's a monster after us. Oh, we got to go in this place. Come on, man. I'm a guy too. We're close to the same age. Come on.
At first, I was like, maybe she could try and man triangle or
Okay.
something.
So was that her decision to do it, or was it yours, or was it kind of both just happening?
Kind of like, if you want to, like.
Okay. So.
But after all these years, I just kind of said, "Fuck all you," like.
Right, because your family treats you well. Those people that accused you of doing bad things to her, they treat you like shit. You don't owe them an explanation, but you owe me one, because I was courteous enough to come talk to you about all this, to make sure I do all the research correctly, to make sure all rumors are thrown out, so it's just the truth, right? So at least you owe me an explanation. So how long did she treat your man triangle for? Like, what happened? Was it with her mouth or her hand or what? What did she treat it with? Or both, or I don't know.
It's kind of like a swab, like
A
just
swab.
like kind of like that.
Okay. So she just kind of like, if you don't mind, she just kind of like brushed your.
It's kind of like.
Okay. So how long?
I was like, stop it, like, no, you're gonna get me in trouble.
I don't think that's what happened. How realistically? I mean, look, Brian, you're not perfect, okay? No, nobody is. Nobody is. All right, Brian, look at me. We all make mistakes, right?
It's getting high again.
Okay. But look, I'll talk for right now,
I
okay?
don't want to get in trouble.
You're good. You're good. Just listen to me for a second.
I don't want to get the cops called on me.
You're all good. You're all good. Listen, we all make mistakes, right? But it's how we address those mistakes, right? I'm sure your karate master taught you that, right? If we make a mistake, we just learn from it, right? But in order to learn from it, you got to be truthful about this mistake, right? You can't just tell me that. Nothing happened. That was just a brush. So just be honest, Brian, because it already happened, right? So you can't change what happened. All you can do is just be honest about it, and we learn how to address it from there, right? So it doesn't happen again.
Confess.
If that's what you want to call it, sure. So, how long was she rubbing it for, or brushing it for?
I don't know the exact how long, but it was more like kind of like until someone came in.
Okay.
Then she was like,
Okay. So, how long do you think that was? Like, was it an hour, 2 hours, or how long do you think it was?
I don't know the precise time.
If it was $1 million, I'm not offering you money, obviously, but if it was $1 million question, what would be the precise time you would think?
Till the footsteps and someone came in, it was like maybe like 5 minutes.
Okay. So,
Please don't call the cops on me.
not doing that. So, obviously,
I'm scared
okay.
right now, like bad.
So, did she, so was it like her hands in your pants, or were your pants just down and she was just rubbing it, or?
It was baggy, and you could see it kind of poking up.
Okay,
It's
okay,
like-
so you got a little bit?
for like a minute,
Okay,
and then it was like,
okay.
and then get out.
So this is a weird question to ask, but explain the fluids that came out of your, explain the fluids that came out of your fanny.
It was clear.
Okay, so there was some climaxing that happened, or finishing?
Not like, but just like the stuff. before.
Pre-cum? Okay, okay. I can't blame you, man. Okay, how many times did that happen with?
Are you me?
With that?
No, your phone. You keep looking at your phone.
Oh, let's check the time, dude. I'm not recording you. Look.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Swear.
Are you being honest with me?
Yeah.
I don't like to.
Okay, I'll put it. I'll put it up. So how many times did that happen with Brian?
It was just that one time until that, and then I had to instantly pull back because I'm like, I don't want that happening anymore.
Okay. So, if somebody were to basically have like a bird's eye view, or just if somebody was a fly on the wall in the room with you and with what happened, what do you think they would do?
I don't know. Probably show me a recording of me.
No. But if somebody, or basically, let me ask you this: and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if a detective were to watch what happened with you and just an unbiased detective, what do you think you would do?
I don't know. Probably get me arrested.
Okay.
Call the cops on me
What would he arrest you for?
for being near a minor,
Well, it's not illegal to be near a minor.
to doing bad stuff with somebody who's underage than me.
Okay, so, and I'm not saying like, you know, you're a bad person, but in the eyes of the law, do you think that would count as child with what happened with you and Liz?
It could have been if a cop would have.
Saw what happened?
Sir,
Okay.
can I talk to you?
Okay. So I do want to ask about. I do want to ask about. Okay, I do want to revisit that because we did talk to her too, and I'll just tell you, she loves you a lot, man. She really loves you. She
You haven't talked to. You don't know.
I don't. We can't do our research on things. We don't do our research. We can't just. Brian, I'll tell you this, man.
Are you? You're not a cop, are you?
Not a cop. But
Promise?
promise.
You're not a cop.
Promise I'm not a cop.
Okay, this is really scaring me.
I understand.
Really bad.
But Brian, you know, we've done our research on your family. You know, because when you gave the name Brian Christopher, you give your address, we could see who the relatives are. And obviously, we can go talk to people. It's not hard to. But I'm just.
Please don't.
Well, I'm just saying it's already happened. We've talked. I'm not saying we've told anybody what you're doing with Emmy. That's going to stay confidential. But I'll just tell you this, Brian. Loves you a lot. She really, really loves you. Okay.
She's my niece. She's gonna love me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I can tell you, and I can look at you in the eye and say that you would never. But
Wouldn't anybody?
Obvious.
Unless I'm defending somebody or defending myself.
100%. But obviously some people might look at it differently. Obviously, some people might look at it differently. You know, you and Aurora's unique relationship that y'all have. So, look, Brian, I know there's a lot of time you spend alone with her. There's a lot of time you're lonely that you have alone. Okay, we know that we know that's. I know, and it's okay, dude. It's okay.
You're not gonna tell my family?
Nope.
Promise.
I promise, but I expect you to be honest with me because I did talk to her. Okay, and obviously. It's kind of the same thing. I don't want to go talk to her again. You know, we know. Basically, I want to hear the same thing from both of y'all. So, what do you think you would have told me that could have happened between the two of you? Like anything. What do you think she would have told me? Because I know you love her, and she definitely loves you. And I know shit can happen. Look, I know you don't want to hurt her, and I know you don't. But it's a unique relationship that not a lot of people understand. But I mean, if I don't fully understand, I'm looking, Brian. If I don't understand it, I'm looking to understand it. That's what I'm asking you, right? I'm not just writing you off, am I? I'm not like that. But
I just have people lie to me about things, then all of a sudden it's right behind my back.
Well, I'm looking at you in the eye and telling you I'm not lying to you. Okay. So, what do you think? Would have told me that's happened between the two of y'all.
They say it's just playing around. I mean, I've played around with her, run around with her, played tag, jump on trampolines with her, play games with her. No, I lay down with her, but it's not like I'm
Lay down with her where?
No, like on the couch, because she's wanting to play on my phone or something with the. I let her play on my phone, sit her on my lap, on my knee, or if she gets scared from a movie, I give her a hug and tell her that's okay.
Yeah.
Don't like the big bad monsters. Those aren't real. Like, you got something scarier right here.
No, 100%, Brian. No, I know you're great to her. But similar to just because you're great to her and all that, you can still be a great uncle to her, which you are, and then sometimes make a mistake, right? You're not perfect. Do you think that you've been fully appropriate around her or not? Do you think there's been times where maybe that you've gotten a little bit inappropriate on accident, or just because you couldn't control yourself in that time, or you were curious about it? Just be honest, because again, we've talked to her, man. We have talked to her. So I know everything. So I'm just asking you.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're not bluffing?
Nope. I wouldn't have come here to talk to you. But if this was about just dropping it all on you, I wouldn't have come here to talk to you. So whatever you think you're hiding from me, you're not hiding it.
I'm not hiding anything from you.
Okay. So I'm telling you right now, I'm not bluffing, Brian. Okay? Because I knew about. All right, I knew exactly what happened with. And you told me a pretty accurate version of the truth. Okay.
I just don't want to be arrested.
Okay.
Please don't get the cops caught on me.
Brian.
I don't want to be arrested.
Brian, I'm not here for that, dude. I'm not here to screw you. I'm just here to make sure that.
I'm scared.
I get it. But let me ask you this: do you think I would appreciate her uncle being honest about some mistakes that might have happened, or do you think she'd rather have you just hide things and just be secretive and all that type of stuff? Because I'm telling you, Brian, I'm not having this conversation in front of your parents. I'm having this conversation in front of you right now, right, man to man. Okay, you care about her a shit ton, and she cares about you a shit ton. So just do the right thing for her. Because I mean, God, man, you really want me to?
I'm being honest with her. I really cuddle with her when she is scared from a scary movie.
Brian, I believe that. Okay,
but nothing intimate, like
Okay. Well,
nothing inappropriate.
okay. Well,
Not like-
Brian, have there been times where, or maybe you just get a little, kind of like with, where you just get gotten a little bit roast around? Because you
No.
can't help that. You can't help that if it happens. So I'm just asking if it has happened, okay? Because again, I've talked to people, all right? I've talked to. So I'm asking you, have there been times where you've just gotten a little bit around, where I'm not saying you made her shit, but I'm just asking, has it happened?
I haven't been. You never say never. Sorry, I'm just making a joke.
Sure.
But no, I haven't been by her. Like I haven't been like ooh, like.
Okay. Well, has there been with her maybe just over the clothes or anything like that? Not saying you've stuck your fingers inside her, but just maybe over the clothes rubbing or anything like that?
No.
No.
I haven't been like.
Okay. Do you believe in God, or are you Satanist, or what are you?
People always ask me that question. I believe in God.
You believe in God, okay. So do you think when you go to the gates of heaven and God's like, were you honest this day about what happened with her? Do you think you were honest about it, or do you think you're hiding something?
I'm being honest about it.
Okay.
And God, I know, loves me, because He wouldn't have set His Son out on that cross if He didn't love me.
Well, I know He loves you. I know He loves you. But He loves people that are honest to Him.
I'm being honest with them.
Okay.
I tell Him all the time
Okay.
about the things. Thank you, like.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this right now, man. I'm gonna ask you this one more time because it's your time to come clean about it. Are there any pictures of her on your phone that might be a little bit? I'm not talking about kissing, but I'm talking about anywhere she's or grabbing you in a place, or any like that of her on your phone?
Nothing inappropriate of her on my phone.
Okay.
Not even a picture.
Okay.
Not even chest. Not even a bathing suit.
Okay. Is there anything? Some of the stuff from Telegram that people have sent of like the kids. Is there some of that on your phone that we can just get rid of, that you need to get rid of, or?
I haven't even gotten on my Telegram since it's happened.
How long ago was that?
I'm trying to remember. It was like a year ago.
Okay. Well, Brian, we saw you on Telegram in January 25th. So, so there is some stuff on your phone then that we should probably get rid of. It's an Android phone. We can scan the phone. It's pretty easy to do. Realistically, how many photos of like kids do you think are on your phone that we should get rid of?
I don't have pictures of kids on my phone.
Okay. Would they be on the Telegram chats?
I don't think so, no, because I've deleted it all. I'm just gonna delete the whole Telegram because I don't use it anymore at all.
Okay. Well, you were on there in January on the 25th.
I was on, but I just don't use Telegram anymore. I use like Kick and stuff like that.
You have Kick?
Which is a different
Okay.
typing app, but
Can you explain that cheese pizza emoji that keeps popping up everywhere?
cheese.
Or that
What?
pizza emoji that keeps popping up everywhere?
I don't know what the whole deal with that is.
Where do you see it?
I don't even know where. Why damn cheese pizza?
Have you seen it pop up before?
I've seen it, but I'm like, why is it damn cheese pizza for?
I know. What apps have you seen it on?
Like if someone just went, oh, give me a cheese pizza, like, but then it's like cheese pizza. I'm like,
What apps have you seen the cheese pizza thing on?
I don't know, but usually typing and usually stuff like that.
Okay.
It's more like typing messages.
Okay.
Shit like
So have
that.
people asked you to send them cheese pizza before?
No.
Okay. Have people hit you up like on Kick or Telegram asking you to trade?
Oh, hey, trade me a picture.
Okay. So on Kick, do they post also inappropriate photos of kids on there?
Not usually. You can't.
Not usually?
You can't. There's no way that you can access because the security is really high on Cook.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you again, Brian. If we were to go through your phone right now, and I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm just saying if we were to go through your phone right now, it could be scanned. Okay, that's easy. It's an Android phone. How many photos of what people may have sent you on Telegram, like of like either kids or kids with dogs or whatever, that you think you need to get rid of? Because I'm giving you the chance to do it now. Just right in front of me, versus like, I don't want to find out later. So if I find out later that those photos were on your phone, my olive branch and my niceness just goes away. I'm just telling you that right now.
Do I gotta pull up my phone and show you?
Nope, I'm just asking you to be honest. How many do you think are on there?
Well, besides, I don't have any kids in my phone, but it's usually the dogs.
Dogs?
The dog stuff.
Okay.
I don't have kids on my phone.
Okay, fair enough. So here's the thing, man. Because so because there was stuff with because people have sent you child on Telegram, and because of the situation, I'm sorry, is your sister-in-law's niece. So is her last name also now?
No.
No. What's her last name?
It's. It starts with the B. It's.
Well, let me ask you this. What's your sister-in-law's name? Okay. And what's her, well, I guess you don't know her maiden last name, but okay, got it. So who's who's parents? Where do they live?
And I described everything to them.
Of what happened?
Yeah.
What city?
Pretty sure they live in Albuquerque.
Okay. So here's the thing, because of some stuff that has happened, specifically with people sending crap to you on Telegram, we are going to go to the cops.
Please, no. Please don't. Please, I'll beg you.
No, we are going to go to the cops.
Please, no.
So here's the thing, okay? You've been very honest. I know. But
I didn't do it.
Right, so I think we should get it cleared up with the cops and just like let them know, hey, this happened, but it wasn't him that did it and all that stuff. So obviously we are gonna, basically here's the thing, I mean, here's what I think is gonna happen. The cops are going to show up here, it's gonna be a whole scene with the family.
No.
Or what we can do is we can just go to the station and we can just address it there and just get it all taken care of. That's all.
Are you gonna get me arrested?
I am not going to get you. I'm not going to arrest you. No.
Please don't arrest me.
I'm not going to arrest you. I can't arrest you. I'm not a cop, but I'm not going to arrest you. But
please don't.
But I recommend, because we are going to go to the cops, so I recommend you come with us and we get it cleared up with them, just so it's all good. Because look, dude, when we're with the cops, like I'm going to vouch for you and say, hey man, these idiots just sent him this. He reported, did the right thing, okay? And there's just a mishap, all right? But if I'm with the cops alone, who knows what I'm going to say, right? I don't know if it'll be the same thing. So I recommend we go to Estancia and just go talk to the sheriffs there.
I can't leave my house though, but.
Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, I can always just. I mean, I'm gonna call them one way or the other. So it's either you come with us or you don't come with us. But I am going to be talking to them, and I recommend you come with us for your own sake.
Please, I don't want to be arrested. Please, no.
Okay, but I'm saying if the cops show up here, your family's going to ask questions about it, right? And versus getting it cleared up there, and hey, if the cops end up, just say, oh, well, thanks for letting us know. I'll take you right back here, man.
What do I do?
You can do whatever you want, but I recommend we go to the cops and get cleared up, because one way or the other, I am reporting kind of what happened, but I recommend we do it away from the family so they don't find out.
Okay, I can come with you. Please, God bless, please.
I got
Please. Please don't get me arrested.
you. Okay, no problem.
I don't want to be arrested.
All right, what's up, guys? This car ride was very, very, very entertaining, but way too entertaining for this place. So it's on locals. Go to the pinned comment. I can assure you this 10-minute car ride is all worth the $10. I'm sure people will be commenting in the comments down below too, like what they thought of the car ride. So yeah, check it out. But yeah, it's definitely locals material. So pin comment. We do travel the most, catch the sickest. As you just heard in this video, if you want to get people like this locked up, I mean, this is the way. I hope by the time this video drops, he is locked up. If he's not yet, the last update I got from the detective is that they do want to go forward with obviously the what he did with his dog. And they're trying to find, hopefully at this point they found, you know, the pictures on his phone of, you know, people too young. So, anyway, locals got the mic on. I do have the mic. You don't have to sit the handle, big dog. Oh, my legs are sore. Holy shit. Hey, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're like right outside, just the.
Okay. Alright, we'll go meet you guys outside.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a gate. I just think we're in the parking lot here.
Oh, so to the south, there's like a little gated building, and there's a gate. You'll see it. I'm over there. That's our criminal investigations building.
Okay, because right now I'm at the Mertz Judicial Complex.
Okay, so it's just the building on in the same like little complex area.
Okay.
It's just the building to the south of that.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be there. I guess just come outside. We're already outside. We're walking over there.
Okay, I'm walking over to where you guys are at then.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye. You got the keys, Jesus?
I got it.
Okay. Come on, Damone, let's go. That way. Pretty big guy, you're a pretty tall dude, man. Hey, big guy. Hey, big, pretty big dude.
Yeah, no, you. I can squish her out there.
Yeah, man, totally. Anyway, yeah, there's our boy right there. No, it's all right. It's all right. We're ready. How's it going, sir? Alex Rosen, nice to meet you. That's Brian right there. Basically, Brian, you've had some relations with your dog that we're not going to do again, right?
No.
Oh, it never happened?
It did happen.
Okay.
And I will never do it again.
Okay. And there was an incident with your niece or cousin that would be probably child that happened a couple years ago that you're not going to do again?
No, I won't ever do it again.
Okay. How many times did that happen where you her?
It wasn't molestation.
Oh, okay.
I did not her.
Well, I guess we'll show the footage then. That's fine.
Okay. So we're gonna go over here. We got to get everything figured out. My boss is gonna talk to him.
No.
And I'm gonna kind of get your guys' side of it.
No problem. No problem.
So we'll just go over here and get that figured out.
Okay. Make sure you show his jacket on camera, the cop. Make sure you get that cop car on camera there too. Make sure you get that cop car on camera, that cop on camera.
Brian? Okay. So Lieutenant Ballard's going to speak with him. Just once he gets inside, I need to hear from the beginning.
Yeah,
exactly
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So from the beginning, like with Brian?
Correct. Brian is his name. He lives west of Mountain Air in Abo, and basically we have a group. We catch online child across the country. We're from Houston, Texas, but we go to every state except for Alaska, and we have arrests in 46 of those states. And usually the way we do it is we pose as a minor online from across the country, message us under the assumption we're minors, and once we feel like they're going to break a state law, depending on the state, or we have a hunch they're into some other stuff, we approach them on camera in person, whether they're meeting up with the minor or whether we just show up to their house. In this case, he invited her over to his house. And so about a month or two ago, Brian hit me up on Meet 24. I was posing as an 11-year-old girl, and the picture I was using is one of the ladies who works for me. She's 29, but we use FaceApp to make her look. And shit, yeah. So his first message to us was like, "I want to put your toes in my," and then I just respond to him saying, "I'm 11." He's like, "That doesn't matter," and he just goes on and on about it. And I basically tell him like, "Oh, I'm from Houston, but I got family in Los Lunas," and he's like, "Oh, you should come over." And over the course of the conversation, he mentions that he gives his phone number. So I put his phone number into Telegram, and I see that his name on Telegram is Doggy Lover. So that prompted me to ask him as a decoy, "Oh, do you have any pets?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "I do stuff with them." And since it's like, obviously I don't want to see the photos, but since it's bestiality, and from what I understand, not the photos are gross, but not technically illegal to receive. I'm like, "Do you have any evidence of that?" Like, I'm like, "Show me." And he sends me photos of like his dog. Like he didn't take those photos for me, but he had those photos already of like his dog on his, like multiple instances of that. And so I think right there, that's like an easy charge. Like I have the photos to show you as well. And he gave his address, wanted us to come over, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can come over like early February." Then today was the day, and he's at the gate waiting for us. And then I approach him in person. He voluntarily gets in the car to talk to me because it was kind of cold outside. And I told him when he got in the car, the doors are open, or they're unlocked. You can walk out at any time. You can tell me to piss off, and he's like, "No, I understand." And we talked to him for probably an hour and a half, and he admitted that he knew the girl was 11. Ended up admitting that he wanted to do the toe in the thing. And I know in New Mexico it's kind of weird with non-law enforcement posing as a minor. I don't know if it's prosecutable or not, but obviously the bestiality in him receiving child definitely should be. And so he admits to viewing that he's viewed child on Telegram that's sent to him. He claims he deletes it all, so I'm not sure. I guess a phone dump will determine that. But he said what he does say from Telegram is like just the bestiality stuff. So I don't know if that involves children or not, but probably a gray area. But he went into detail about like what he does with his dog. Like he said he does sometimes, or that he does it on a napkin. And he said that to me on camera. We have that footage for you. And he mentioned there was a situation with a 12-year-old niece of his named, and he said her last name begins with a B, and he gave me her parents' names. And he said she lives like in Albuquerque, but there was an incident where he got quote unquote falsely accused of her. And basically, some way, somehow he ended up admitting that, that he did end up doing it, because I was like, well, because he's like, "Oh, the family walked in and they just accused me of this." And I'm like, well, they were probably just screaming at you and this and that. And I don't think you would ever force yourself onto her. But, I was like, I think it was consensual. Then he ends up admitting that she basically for like 5 minutes, and that he had pre-cum after that. And that's also on camera as well, I'm sure.
Did he say if that happened out here, or was that in Albuquerque?
God damn it.
I mean, I can follow up.
Yeah.
To talk. Like, I'm curious if he said anything.
Well,
what is the address? Do you know?
Something like that. So the dog happened here for sure. Okay. Like he did say it happened at his house. You'd have to follow up on that where it happened. Totally forgot to ask that.
So there's quite a bit of things, like, so there is such a thing as child solicitation, like that's a charge in New Mexico.
Right.
contact with the minor,
Right.
regardless if you're posing as it or not. Like, you're doing it on your own, like it's not us doing it,
Right.
but there are agencies that have special units that do that. I'm gonna have to figure that out with the district attorney's
Right.
office when it's somebody just kind of doing it on their own. I don't know if it would make a difference. Like, I didn't ask you to do it.
Right.
No one did. You
Right.
just did it on your own. If the DA's office agrees that, like, yes, like, we can prosecute that, will you guys be
Oh, we do show up to court. We're all willing to come back.
Awesome.
It's just the thing in the New Mexico law, because we ran into this issue before in New Mexico when it's been non-child related. Basically, like, it says soliciting a child or something like that, and it's not a defense if it's law enforcement posing as a child. So it doesn't say anything about private citizens. So that's kind of where it's been a gray area. But I mean, I think you take a plea deal on it personally.
I mean, I'll talk to our district attorney's office. They're a little bit different than Santa Fe. Like, they're a little bit more conservative.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
of
wanna
course,
say.
of course.
So they may be willing to make that argument.
Right,
Like,
right.
I don't see what difference it makes. Like, I mean,
I'm with you.
You're an 11-year-old, whether you're law enforcement or not posing. So we'll have to get that figured out. But I just want to make sure we're good. I don't want to just be like, oh, we're charging it, and then like you guys are like, oh, we're not going to.
Oh yeah, no, we want to see this follow through, and we want to see him in prison.
Okay.
So.
And then you said that you have all the messages and everything?
Oh yeah,
like
everything.
that?
Yeah, we have
And
everything saved
on video?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, we got some other stuff. You said that he voluntarily went with you, because that is unfortunately something we have to make sure
Of course.
is what he's going to say.
Yeah.
We're going to have to just figure that out. But everything relating to, like, him saying he has child or has viewed it, the stuff, the stuff that he had done with his niece.
Yep.
That's all on video.
Yes. So we have the pictures to back up that he's done, as well as his confession on camera. With the niece, that was totally like, it just came up during when I was talking to him, but I think it happened.
Okay. The messages where you were posing as an 11-year-old, can I see those?
Absolutely, and I can send them all digitally as well.
Okay, awesome.
But
I mean, it sounds like you've done this with law enforcement agencies before. Are you familiar with like evidence.com?
yeah, I can do everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll send you. Do you have an email address that's easier?
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot to compile.
Yeah. So for the I'm going to need two action links, one to my phone number and then the other one to my email. So the email will be where the video is sent, and my phone number will be where the chats are sent.
Okay, what's a good email?
It's going to be PP. Told him, like, I explained what voluntary means. I think he knew, but he's like, I don't know what it means. I'm like, it means you can go home at any time. I can drop you back off at home. I can just let you out of the car. And he's like, okay. And then when he got in the car initially, like, when we first started talking to him, like, the doors are open, bro. You can just leave at any time. Like, there's never, and even then, he's like, well, I'm nervous about the cameras. And, I'm like, well, we are filming for everybody's safety. And then, I did ask him just in the middle of the interview, like, do you think at any point we're going to, like, beat you up? Or do you think we're, like, a threat to you? And he's like, no, not at all. So he says all that on camera.
Okay. All right. No, I just, like I said, we just got to make sure that's
Oh,
out of the way.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that way, if you just claim that, like, I mean, there's video to back that up, that if you went voluntarily. Okay, so I have the email address. Can I get your guys' IDs? Do you have those?
This police department near Houston forgot to give my ID back, so I do have a picture of it though.
Oh, that'll work if I could just grab a picture. The address
Just showed exactly where he is on the map, and you'll see this when I send it to you on Axon. But yeah, like that's his dog doing that to him there. All right, what's up, guys? Be sure to join locals in the pinned comment. We're at the sheriff's office right now. He is currently getting interviewed by the cops. I think it's an easy arrest. I mean, how do they not? Over 100 videos early and uncensored, including mugshots and conviction updates on locals in the pinned comment. Most live caches are streamed on locals. This one was supposed to be live streamed there, but unfortunately no connection. So that's. But yeah, most caches are live streamed on locals, so be sure to join up on there. And yeah, help us travel the most and catch the sickest. And get you a t-shirt at Poachers.com in the pinned comment as well.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.